Frankie, we've got 2 frozen macaroni and cheeses here.
Are they technically BoxMacs?
They are. They're in boxes. We've got Stouffer's. We've got Boston Market. We're going to compare them, see how they are today on BoxMac. Two frozen Macs. These are easy to cook. If you thought Rapid Mac was easy, let me tell you. There used to not be very many Boston Markets around. I used to take special trips out to Taunton, Massachusetts, just to go and get this macaroni and cheese.
That was the days of the early 2000s.
That's right.
We would go out to like a computer fair, and then you'd go to Boston Market for some reason.
Right down the road.
That was a big part of our teen years. And the Mac is not what it used to be.
No, it's not at all.
It's flaky.
Yeah, it's not good.
No.
I never go there anymore.
And it's expensive. And you can't get a lot of it.
Yeah, that's right.
A large is like $8, and you get like this.
Yeah, we're gonna be trying that out, see how this one is. This was $2.50 for this box of BoxMac. Then we have what I would consider to be my favorite frozen macaroni and cheese that we're gonna put it up against.
Yours and America's.
This is Stouffer's brand, and I think this is a pretty good Mac. It does have a lot of real cheese in it, so we're gonna give them a try and see.
Pop them in.
All right, this one has 8 minutes, then 3 minutes. 4 minutes, then 2.5 minutes. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna give this one a 5-minute head start. These are all actually pretty well engineered, so you can over microwave them without too much negative consequence at all. So I'm not super worried about that.
I remember them getting kind of like a rim, a cheesy rim.
This one actually does do that. Fold back a little bit, 5 minutes.
While we're talking about Boston Market, I got a few other complaints about the restaurant.
Oh, you do?
If you go there just for sides, let's say you go there, you're like, I want some green beans, potatoes, and mac and cheese. That's why I'm here. I don't necessarily need any meat products. They don't know what to do.
Yeah, they used to have a 3-side meal you could get, a side meal. They don't have that anymore?
If they do, they don't know how to handle it.
Yeah.
You always end up waiting behind somebody who's trying to do a big sandwich order.
Yeah.
And you're like, can I just go to the...
Can I just express
I literally want someone to scoop something into a box and then I'm gonna pay for it and I'm out. Did Boston Market go from like a decent fast food place to like a really trashy one?
Yes, you know what happened? The McDonald's Corporation bought them. The price has gone up substantially, but they've dropped the cost.
So everything about it sucks more.
It's just so sad. I noticed that in this Mac, a lot of the noodles haven't been covered with cheese sauce at all.
How much should we be concerned?
I'm very concerned. Why not just mix this up a little? If we looked at the Stouffer's is fully integrated.
Can't you get this very stuff at like Stop and Shop? Like, don't they serve it in the deli area?
They do have a deli macaroni and cheese, but not Boston Market brand. Probably because people don't like Boston Market as much.
It sucks.
Yeah. You hear that, Boston Market? Fix your shit. Just remember the memories. Enjoy the past. Speaking of macaroni and cheeses I'm not a big fan of, KFC's macaroni and cheese. You ever have that?
Yeah, I used to like it when I was younger.
It tastes like gravy. All right, this one is just about done. The cheese, it's fully integrated, very cheesy. It's still quite frozen in the middle. I can't even get my spoon in to try to separate it. OXO spoon tray, new OXO spoon tray. I can put my spoon right on it. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put these Macs both in together. And this is gonna make it take extra long, but we really wanna get this show on the road. Now one I can comment on, you can't get it anymore, but you used to be able to, was Howard Johnson's macaroni and cheese. They had a famous macaroni and cheese. And in the 70s, they went ahead and made all that stuff into frozen, but used the same exact recipe that they used in the stores. So you could get the same stuff at home. It came in a metal tin that you'd cook in the oven, not in your microwave. Unfortunately, none of that stuff exists anymore.
Can't even order it online? Amazon? No. I know that at Friendly's, if you ask for a side of mac and cheese, you're gonna get Kraft.
Yeah, you get Kraft food service macaroni and cheese, which is a different macaroni and cheese. It's designed to be prepared very quickly. I think it's done just in the microwave.
Cheap.
But it's higher quality than Easy Mac.
I think even a cheap Mac goes really well as a side to like a burger or to fast food.
Yes.
We sometimes go to Ruby Tuesdays. They have Mac as a side, but it's very expensive.
Yes.
It comes in a little casserole dish and there's hardly any of it.
Yeah, since we've got a little time, I would like to introduce some of these Macs from our parade of Macs. We've got this guaranteed value brand Sheldon cheese dinner.
It looks like a box of forks.
This box is actually used for 100 different products.
Really?
This style, this just orange, and like whatever the product is in one lighter shade of orange. This Loretta brand, which I do want to review sometimes, I think this is a great Mac. 2 Velveeta Bold flavors here. Chipotle and jalapeno. I've got this really strange Hodson Mill whole wheat macaroni and cheese. It's the only whole wheat mac I've ever seen. I've got this bizarre quinoa macaroni and cheese that was very expensive. At a supermarket, this was $3 for this box. Market Basket brand, just a nice generic macaroni and cheese. We'll take a look at that one. I've got an Annie's rice pasta. Someday in the future, Frankie, I would like to try out one of these with you. Kraft Velveeta Cheesy Skillets. It's kind of a BoxMac, but you add additional things and make a meal of it. Just introducing you to different products and macs that you can find in your life today. There's so many macaroni and cheeses, and they're always introducing new variants and new flavors, so we got years of content, folks.
And if we somehow do run out of the pre-packaged boxes,
Yeah.
you've discovered how to make your own OEM pasta.
I have. I've been experimenting with making my own macaroni and cheese. I have a notebook that has notes about the proper formulations, so...
What do? You order this off of Kraft's website or something?
Yeah, you can get Kraft cheese powder and different grades of it. There's all different kinds, too.
So we can make a Franken Mac.
I'm getting a scent that they need to be stirred. You smell a little bit of, like,
burnt
roasting cheese?
Yeah.
Ooh, that's disgusting. No, they're moldy. They're going in the wash. Nobody look, I'm ashamed. Our frozen piece is smaller and I can actually break it up. Key to microwave cooking is to actually redistribute the heat. And now we're gonna get out our Boston Mac. Ooh, this is already not looking very good.
This is all Ronald McDonald's fault.
Another 5 minutes.
Well, it's not a very exciting episode. You don't have to watch him do all of his normal clownish antics.
I feel a little sad about it. I feel like they're not getting the full deal. And so far, it's just been a sensible discussion about frozen macaroni and cheeses. We could talk about the Betty Crocker disaster. A couple years ago, they thought it would be a great idea to introduce a Betty Crocker branded macaroni and cheese. And they did, and it was a new formulation style in which, and this may appeal to you, you put all the ingredients in at the start, and then you just let it simmer for a while. It turns out it's gross, it's disgusting, it came out terrible, it burned if you follow the directions exactly.
Suddenly you couldn't trust Betty Crocker anymore.
You couldn't trust Betty Crocker. A classic American brand name outed just because bad marketing ideas.
Sounds new Cokish.
Yeah.
New Macish.
New Macish. Check their phone during an episode of
Oh, what else am I gonna do?
I'm sorry, the content is that boring.
I got an email.
Who's it from?
Some spam from My Good Offers. Super soft, deep pocket, 6-piece, 1800 thread count sheet set. On sale for $23.
It's a scam. It's got to be 1800. You couldn't make sheets that had 1800 count threads. That's ridiculous. One bowl.
Stouffer's first.
All right.
It's very good.
Good, rich macaroni and cheese. A lot of real cheese in that macaroni and cheese.
Really solid. I really, really like it.
Boston Market?
Keeping in mind, this at one time was one of my favorite Macs.
Yep. It barely has any cheesy taste to it.
Wicked bland.
Very bland.
It's almost just the pasta.
It has a little bit of a tang, like an artificial tang that's been inserted afterwards.
Going back for the Stouffer's.
Yeah.
I was enjoying that.
Stouffer is the best one that we've had so far. If you can recommend us a better one, I think it would be tricky to ship us a frozen Mac. You'd have to get dry ice involved. But what's up, Dad?
Up next on Red Cow, watch a hellish fatal four-way Mac battle in which all cheese breaks loose. Then, watch Junt compare a reformulated Kraft Deluxe. Now go on and hug your mum.
Frankie, today we have 2 Macs. 2 fine Macs. I actually don't know. But they could be fine Macs. Today we are looking at frozen Macs. Let's start over, shall we?